Hi guys, welcome to FTM Transtastic. I'm Emil, and this week is non-binary week, which is really exciting, but unfortunately, I haven't had as much time as I would have liked to prepare for this topic. It would have been really cool to have a non-binary person here as a guest with me, but I couldn't really arrange that. There's been a lot going on with school and with top surgery coming up, and I've been super stressed. But I didn't want to miss this week, so we're gonna do a video. It's not gonna be as good as I want it to be, but you're gonna help me if you want to in the comments, and I'll tell you about that at the end of this video. So I thought, what am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna talk about? Because I'm binary, so what can I say that would be appropriate for non-binary week? Because it's about non-binary people. So I thought, well, I can talk about or bring up the topic of how other people, especially binary trans people, can help non-binary people and support them in the best way. Because non-binary people are generally less visible than binary trans people in terms of representation, all that stuff. So, I just sitting here in the last 5 minutes because I have a lot of schoolwork to do until tomorrow. So I can't unfortunately spend a lot of time on this. I am so sorry, but yes, life. I thought of two things that binary trans people and other people, of course, can think of when it comes to supporting non-binary people and not excluding non-binary people. Number one is to consider non-binary experiences when we talk about trans experiences. So, for example, when we talk about being read as the gender you identify as, or if you start hormones, or you just transition in general, and people's perception of your gender change, like strangers on the street, their perception of your gender changes. And for a lot of binary people, they transition or medically transition, start hormones, get surgeries, blah blah blah, and we start being read as the gender that we identify as. For example, for me, I identify as a man. I started testosterone. Now people read me as a man. But if I did not identify as a man, but I still wanted to take testosterone, that would be an issue for me if I didn't feel good when people refer to me as a man or when people refer to me as he. So that is an experience that we have in this community that we can't overlook. And so that's something that I think we really need to think about when it comes, like, us binary people. And the second thing I thought about is not assuming people's pronouns based on style, name, or expression or anything, especially in trans or queer spaces. Because, it's easy when you're in a trans or a queer space and you see somebody, especially in a trans space, and they're like dressed sort of masculine, and they have a traditionally coded, masculine coded name, and you're like, obviously that's a dude, and they don't identify as such. And like in a trans space, I feel it's especially important to be aware that you don't always know somebody's identity just by looking at them or just by talking to them. So yeah, that's just something that we can consider, I think. But now, I'm leaving this up to the non-binary people watching this. What do you think about this? Like, how can other people, especially binary trans people, support you in the best way? If you want to, please leave a comment below. I'll be checking them out, and I will really be taking them in, because I definitely want to have more of these things very accessible in my head so that I think about them more often. Yeah, it's really important that we support each other in this community, and that we help each other and recognize that even though we do have a common struggle, our struggles are not all the same, and we do have opportunities to help each other, even, or perhaps especially, through our differences. So yeah, if you are non-binary, or if you have a non-binary friend that like once told you something about how to help or best support non-binary people, especially as a binary trans person, please leave a comment, and I will very much appreciate it. And I encourage all of you watching this video to go into the comments and look at them, to see a further, more of this because I didn't really have a lot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I gotta go. Gotta do some schoolwork. Gotta read so many words. And I will see you. I will see you next week. And by next week, uh, I will have had top surgery, which is really cool to say. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.